Hey Karen, so how's it going? You ready for summer?
Isn't it summer already?
Is it? I don't know. I guess it started raining like every day, so I think it's summer.
It is summer.
At least in Florida, right? That's the only way to tell. It's like, is it raining all the time, every day? Is it 100 degrees out or feel like it every day?
Bring out the air.
It's so true. All right. I think we're ready to get started for real.
Ready to get started for real.
Cool. All right. Hi, everybody. It is Finance Friday, and today we have the fabulous Karen Dennis. Karen is a healthcare specialist, although she does other stuff too. And she focuses on creating media opportunities for physicians and other practitioners in print, online, and her extensive network of clients offers a wide resource of notable and quotable sources for reporters locally, nationally, and her creativity in promoting these physicians has earned her the hashtag PR for the DR. I love that. I love it. It's good to have a good hashtag, right? It's like super important.
It definitely is.
All right, so Karen, all right, obviously, social media is like such a big thing. The last year made it even more of a big thing, right? So, what can a small business do online? Like, how is this helpful? Does anyone see this stuff anymore?
Oh my God. So social media is such an amazing way for small business owners and big ones to engage with our current clients as well as build our prospective ones, increase our brand awareness, and keep everybody engaged. And the thing is, there's so many platforms, and each one gives you a different value. So, because it is time consuming, you're going to want to be super selective in choosing which platform you should use for your business to maximize your ROI, your return on investment.
Okay, so my question is then, how do you know? How do you figure out, like, should I be on TikTok? Like, I don't know. There's so many out there. How do you pick? How do you even know where you should be going if you're, going to be selective about it?
So it's kind of strategic. So here's the key for business owners. The first thing you want to do is to target your audience. How old are they and where do they hang out? So if you're looking to target like housewives in their 30s who like to cook, trust me, they are definitely not on Twitter. But you got to find them on Instagram and Pinterest. So that's really the first place you start. How old
Okay.
are they and where are they hanging out? Then the
Okay, so
next
you hold on. You really need to know who then you're trying to attract before you can even pick what
Yeah,
platform you're looking for. So you have to like know your audience, I guess, as they say.
absolutely. So, I work with a cardiologist. Trust me, we're not doing TikTok for him, and we're not doing Instagram Reels. But guess what? Um, we are on Facebook, and we could talk a little bit about the demographics for Facebook, if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it feels like everyone's on it, but then my kids tell me it's only for old people. So I
Uh,
don't know.
well, so your kids are like half right, because Facebook is my favorite, and honestly, it's because I'm old. And older people do gravitate to Facebook. So if your demographic or the people you're trying to attract to your business, and in your case, you're a CPA, I'm sure you're interested in attracting older people as well as younger people. So if they're 40
Correct.
plus, Facebook is an excellent platform for you.
Mm. So my kids are not totally wrong.
No, but let's add something else. Facebook
Yeah.
stories have been a game changer because younger
Oh.
people are also posting and following on Facebook stories, which is similar to Instagram in that you're looking to post a photo with music, animation, and it's going to appeal to those who like to swipe. But I personally, this is the big thing about Facebook. I use Facebook for my clients to drive traffic to their website and to increase their SEO, that search engine optimization that we all want, that ranking on page one of Google.
Yes.
So with
Yes.
every post I put on Facebook, I add a website link. So, for example,
Oh.
I represent an infertility doctor. Infertility patients are not generally on Facebook. So
Huh.
I post Instagram. I post Facebook stories because that will get their attention. But I also post like celebrity news about all the celebrities that are going for IVF or have endometriosis. So, for example, like Paris Hilton made an announcement that she was starting IVF. So I posted a link to her story on my infertility doctor's regular Facebook feed with a link to his page on his website where he shares his IVF success. Now that gets the Google spiders all excited because they notice there's something relevant and new being posted on the Facebook page and has a link, and that helps you with SEO. So
So it's not like social media is the thing in and of itself. It's actually almost like a tool for other pieces of your marketing. Yeah.
yeah, because like SEO doesn't care about how many people engage with your post. SEO, the Google spiders, they only care that you have new content on whatever social media platform you're using. So that's a key for SEO purposes. If you're looking for engagement, then of course you're going to take a different tactic. And then
Gotcha. Okay.
and then you got
That's
to
fantastic to know because I actually didn't know that. I thought it was like in and of itself, it was a thing. Like, oh, make sure you're all over your social media. So I'm not the media person.
yeah,
I do the
Twitter.
accounting.
And I'd rather write a web page than add four numbers together. So yeah, we have
We all have our place in the world.
Twitter is the most super time consuming, and unless you're into politics, breaking news, I really don't recommend it for small businesses. But Instagram, let's talk about demographics for Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big one.
If your business caters to 18 to 49-year-olds, 75, this is a great statistic. I love sharing this, and I'm going to just read it off. It's like 75% of 18 to 24-year-olds use Instagram, 57% of 25 to 30-year-olds use Instagram, 47% of 30 to 49-year-olds use Instagram. So if your demographic falls within that range, or if your business can be showcased visually, because Instagram's all about visuals and it's about hashtags. That's where my PR for the DR comes in, even
That's
though my
amazing.
business is not visual at all. And Instagram is
Great
owned
though.
by Facebook. So you
Right.
have the ability to cross post from one to the other, but don't do it. Because
I was gonna say, oh, like that's great, like two birds, one stone. No.
Because what works on Instagram, which is pictures and hashtags, absolutely does not work on Facebook. So if you're selling products, slam dunk on Instagram. Cooking demos, slam dunk. Instagram Reels for Botox, fillers, another slam dunk. So if there's a way to showcase your business, aka as an accountant, through visuals and your audience skews younger, Instagram is for you.
All right, that's such an interesting thing because it's funny. Like I do a lot of video, right?
Right.
And I'm thinking like, oh, I probably should get that more on, um, like the Instagram, the real. They call it reels on Instagram. Oh God, this is why my kids call me a boomer because like don't do these things. But yeah, because we make a nice graphic to go with it because otherwise it's just be picture of me all the time, and not that people don't want to see me, but it would get I think boring to just look at me, my talking head.
Hey, whatever sells. Just you can't put a link on you can't put a link on Instagram, and
I know.
links do not work on Instagram, but links
Link in bio, right?
on Facebook posts, they're amazing because then they drag traffic and you can monitor it through your Google Analytics. How many people are coming to your website through Facebook? And it kind of gives you
Wow.
a good way to gauge your success on Facebook. So I'm a big believer in that.
Can I ask you a question? Where did you find all this demographic information? Like, how do you even know? I get like a little bit of a sense of who I see on different platforms between like what my kids do and what I do and what things I don't know about. So I assume if I don't know it or my kids use it, it's probably for the younger crew. But you had like super specific statistics. Where do you even find that information?
Oh man, you just got to Google. It's all over the place, and it's so it's really easy to find. But you kind of Facebook gives you and Instagram, they give you all kinds of demographic information under your insights, and it tells you what time you should post and how and who's following you, whether they're male and female, and Honestly, I find that those are helpful. They're a baseline, but really on your own, you could kind of check and see, like if you post something at 12 noon or if you post it at 9 p.m., where are you getting more engagement? What does your audience seem to like? And as much as those statistics are super helpful, if you're representing a gynecologist, oncologist, trust me, the 18-year-olds are not following them on Instagram. I don't care what the demographics tell you. So you just have to
That's
go and
funny.
say, like, what's the
It goes,
percentage? What's the best age range for Instagram? Listen, you could ask Google anything. It's
that's
really how
true.
you
It's
ask the
true.
question.
So it goes back to you have to know your audience, right? So if you don't know who you're trying to reach, it doesn't matter what platform you're on because you have no idea what your message is, and if it vibes with whoever's getting it, you just have no idea.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. First of all, you
Sure.
have to figure out what your message is. That's why
Oh,
branding is so important for companies because
yes.
you really want a list of your messages. And then you take those messages and you say, like, okay, who's going to listen to this? Who is my demographic? From there, you create, and I'm a big believer in this, a social media calendar. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being spontaneous. But when you're doing it as a business, you want to be super strategic and you want to have a calendar that kind of showcases the messages your company wants to share with your current clients, patients, as well as your future ones. So you create this calendar and that gives you a really good basis so that you know that you are getting your message out there strategically.
That's so smart. So like you know when it's I don't know, 4th of July coming up, right? It's not that far off. On July
Yay.
1st, don't start working on your stuff then. You know,
No,
because most of the holidays, you know, the themed months and things, you know when all this stuff is coming. It's not a surprise anymore. So there's no reason to not use that to your advantage, right? That's great.
Exactly. And take it. Listen, when I
That's a
post for
great
my
strategy.
dentist, my 4th of July post looks like toothpaste in red, white, and blue. Because as much as you want to say, like, happy 4th of July, you want to tie it into your brand.
And that's great because how boring is it when you see 8 million of those same, you get the newsletters, you see it all over social media, it's all the same, 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 same. At least that way it's a little different. You're going to stand out. It's a little fun, right? And it's still thematic. So that's really cool. I love that idea. Okay. I feel like I
Can,
could keep
can
you
be
here all day, but I do want to ask you about LinkedIn because as a professional, I know I could spend a million years on there. I just don't know if it's helpful. I love LinkedIn because you links you in with everybody. It's really great. What is your feeling on it?
okay, so we share that in common. I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn, and I get a ton of business through LinkedIn, honestly. It's all about what you put in your headline. So, for example, I'm Karen Dennis, and I could put in my headline, President and Founder of KSD Public and Media Relations. But guess what? Nobody is searching for the president and founder of KSD Media Relations. They are searching for healthcare publicist, content writer, blog writer, someone with an extensive relationship with media. So instead of putting your official title in your subject in your headline, describe what you do because that's how people are searching. And also, you need to have a business page and you need to have a personal page. And it's okay to
Yes.
post the same thing on both, except
Ah.
except change the words a little bit because
Oh.
Google and those little spiders that I keep talking about, they look for fresh content and they don't like
Gotcha.
duplicates.
So it
So
can't be
if you
exactly
want
the
to
same.
say thank you somebody or another for doing X, Y, and Z, you can write that on your personal one. But then on your business one, you want to
Make it
say
different.
shout out to, just change the words a little bit. It's a kind of way to fool those little spiders. So
That's
huge
brilliant.
fan of LinkedIn. Also, make sure you have a pod. I don't know if you've been working
What's
with
a pod?
pods at all.
I don't
Um,
even know what that is. Oh my
well,
goodness.
LinkedIn has an algorithm, and it's really, this is super cool. When you post something, okay, if a number of people like and comment on your post within the first 30 minutes of you posting, the LinkedIn algorithm gets super excited and they decide to show your post to more people. So I always recommend to people, and you who have this amazing following can put together a pod of people. And when you post in your pod and you say, hey, I'm posting this week on Tuesday and Thursday between 9 and 10 a.m. Those are really prime times to post. I'd like everyone here in my pod to like and comment. The comment is super important. And then you say, and I will do the same for you. And you create this pod of people who like and comment on your posts, and it really elevates your LinkedIn post within the LinkedIn profile, and it makes a very big difference. So we could talk a little bit afterwards about how to create this pod and
My
how to
mind is
make it
blown.
work.
I think we have to bring you back just to talk about LinkedIn pods. I never even knew this was a thing. This is amazing. All right,
Okay.
Karen, I don't want to keep you literally here all day because I feel like there's so much in social media. We could talk about this all day. My one last question is, do you only work with doctors, physicians? Can lowly accountants maybe hire you for some of this advice? Do you work with other industries?
So, I kind of started out with this niche in healthcare, but I love to stretch, and I love doing, after a while, the medical stuff gets to be, well, I won't, it's just nice to stretch. So I do wealth management companies. I work with real estate companies, really anybody who needs email marketing, branding, social media, even if you need help in just strategizing your social media calendar and how to create it, or what to do in terms of promoting your presence on LinkedIn. I am really happy to work with you as long as it's within my skill set.
That's awesome because I think a lot of people are gonna see this and be like, I don't know anything about any of this, and I need help. Because I don't do my own social media stuff. I just someone tells me, hey, my team's like, create this content, and I do it, and then what they do with it, I don't know. They create magic. I don't understand the process, but I can put together a tax return and do your accounting. So
And there is our difference. So, give me a web page to write. I'm the happiest person ever. Give me a list of numbers to add together. I'm lost. So this has been so
yeah,
much fun, and really happy to share more expertise. I'm going to post something that, really after today, everybody, I hope you'll link in with me because that's a really strategic way to get to know each other. And I have something new going up about the newest ways to maximize your LinkedIn presence. So I'll let you guys know so you could be part of my pod.
fantastic. And we'll put your contact info all over here so everyone can get a hold of you. Karen Dennis, thank you so much. We're definitely gonna bring you back because I need to know about LinkedIn pods, if nothing else.
Enjoy. Have the best weekend, and thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Thank you. Bye, everybody.